What's up, Fork fam? Tim K. Trotter here. Dropping the specialness on y'all this evening, at least this evening, when I'm recording this. Not using my regular studio mic because I got up at 5 for work. It's 11 p.m. now, and I'm posting this now because I can. Hey, so this is the thing. This is the thing that Mike List, aka Buster Knuckle, has been bugging me about for over 2 years. And we've actually, son of a bitch, we have actually been working in secret on this since basically all of June. We actually started before my birthday, planning it and doing it. We had some. I did a test run where I started GMing. As you all know from the old fork stuff, I did 2 sets of GMing. It was my only time GMing ever. I needed a lot of help, and those actually went pretty well. But the second time I GM'd with Mike, and I actually had one of the guys from that Fork in Your Ear Dungeons and Dragons game that I played like 2 years ago. He's actually on the show on Fork in Your Path. It didn't go well. It didn't go well. I was like super nervous, and I was like, yeah, it was weird. Like I lost it. Like Tim could not host. So we had to like kind of double back. Mike did a couple of side games and got some other people grouped in, and he got grouped in. And then we brought my girlfriend on board, and we ended up doing like basic bitch school for everybody except for Mike and my buddy Brock, who's on the show. And we picked up this guy from the Glass Cannon Discord, actually, James, good guy. Talked to him quite a bit, actually. And we got our crew together, and this is the first episode of the Fork in Your Path. It's brand new. We're exclusively dropping it, at least right this second, in the Fork in Your Ear regular channel. The link on www.dynamicworksproductions.com is forthcoming as of this posting, and I'll probably have a different bumper for this when the show actually launches, when, I pay money and I put it on Libsyn and stuff. But we give it all to you, Fork fam, as a treat, a little bit early, since it's done now. Not like the whole thing, but we have like, Jesus, I don't know, we got like 10 episodes or something in the can. Most of them are being cut up into about hour and a half each. This one's a little longer since it's the very beginning one. Intros and all that sort of shit out of the way. So anyway, for now, for fam, give me all your feedback on the Discord, which you can find on my Twitter, Tim_T, and you should be able to find the. Actually, no, don't go there. I mean, you can, but go to Get Forked Pod, and the link to the Discord is there at Get Forked Pod. If you're so inclined to get on the Discord and give us your feedback on this. And it'll be probably about 10 or 12 episodes before any of that feedback gets filtered into the show. Because that's just what we did. So for now, enjoy, and get forked in your path.
This podcast is presented by Zack Labs, Cosbon, the instant costume adhesive. Have you ever had issues using materials to build cosplay costumes, theater props, or everyday repair? We have the solution you've been looking for. Zack Labs proudly presents our latest product, Cosbond, the instant costume adhesive. What you get is a 8.5 by 12 inch sheet. You simply peel off both sides much like you would double stick tape, except this isn't that. This is our patent-pending microfiber infused adhesive that has a tensile strength of up to 100 pounds. This unique adhesive sheet is instant, and boy, do we mean instant. Activation is different than other products, as ours works purely by pressure. Simply peel and stick, applying even force, and it bonds. Instantly. It's human-safe, non-toxic, pet-safe, no fumes, and the best part, it won't ever stick to your hands. Rated for up to 75 wash cycles before starting to give. Great in the cold, rain, and even the heat. Stick anything to almost anything. metals, plastics, most cloths, and best of all for all you cosplayers and costume builders, is all of your foam materials. While it does stick instantly, leave it alone with a bit of pressure for 24 hours and it cures to even stronger. So wave your magic wand and just use Cosbond, the instant costume adhesive. You are listening to a Dynamic Works Productions podcast. This show is available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio Network, and many, many more podcast services around the world. You can find all our content, music, videos, books, podcasts, and more on our website, www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Have questions, comments, or concerns for us? Head on over to the social tab on www.dynamicworksproductions.com if you'd like to talk to us. Now, on with the show.
Guys, and welcome to another episode, or the first episode, depending on when Tim wants to put these out, of the Fork in Your Path podcast. This is an actual play podcast where we are using the Pathfinder rules and playing a little bit of tabletop RPG through the internet. So I guess it would be internet tabletop RPG. I will be your DM,
if you would.
NetTop. There you go. Thanks, Tim. I will be your DM. Or GM. I don't want to get copyright infringement. I think it's GM for Pathfinder. Mike. And typically it's Tim, but he decided to step down from the seat of power and let me stand atop the ivory throne.
That's not how it rolled, buddy. What actually happened is I don't know how to fucking play, yet people keep asking me to GM, and I'm fine with that, but then we come to combat, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And so Mike, in his infinite wisdom of having much experience with this, was like, we're going to take your bitch ass to school. And I'm like, okay.
And then I decided to tag along.
Yes, and then I brought my girlfriend Jessica
Hello.
into it. And my oldest friend and also oldest podcast recording co-host, buddy, I'm not even sure which to put there. Brock is here as well.
Yep.
And then we had to find another Canadian, so we replaced our other Canadian with James.
Can I say a better Canadian?
I mean, we'll see.
All Canadians are pretty awesome.
I'll allow it.
At the very least, geographically closer to me.
So
and not French speaking.
I can.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
That's a prerequisite. Please don't. I also have P here. He will be the unofficial mascot of the podcast.
Hey.
And like Tim said, this is basically Pathfinder for dummies. We are gonna be taking it real slow. Back it up real slow for Tim, Jessica, and by proxy a little bit of James. Brock and I have played Pathfinder and 3.5 and a bunch of other systems forever. So I'm pretty good. I might be a little wrong. If somebody wants to tell me I'm wrong, please let me know. I appreciate it. But I mean, Tim, since you started talking first, buddy, why don't you tell everybody a little bit, just a touch, about your character?
So I'm going to be playing a human barbarian female named Dolores Wicket, and she grew up on the wrong side of the tracks on Yorkshire Island, and I haven't even done the accent.
Was it on?
You're
Was
gonna
it
get
on?
fucking destroyed.
I
honey.
know.
You're gonna get
Was it on Pudding Road?
You know, pudding may have been involved. I'll be honest.
I am gonna fucking die with
Yeah,
this
you're gonna
character.
die.
I swear to God. All you're gonna hear is me laughing in the background.
Mm-hmm. And I have a particular accent for her that I chose specifically just to destroy
Yeah.
my girlfriend, which is really why I'm playing this character at all.
Because he likes to fuck with me.
It's true.
All right, Jessica. Since you're right there, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your character?
I am playing a half-elf blood rager named Amara Kingsley. For a little bit about her, she was part of the guard of her hometown and accidentally killed a man while on duty, and therefore was banished from her town, and she has held a grudge ever since because she was
killed
not,
the dude.
she's not given her time to explain or anything, just immediately boop out.
I don't trust this Amara Kingsley.
That's
Okay.
up to you.
Brock, go ahead, everybody.
Okay, so depending on which, like Mike said, which podcast comes out first, I'm playing Bjorn Lightfoot again, just because I like Unchained Rogues a lot, and you know, all the characters I've kind of built after him are just kind of fun and silly. So this is kind of my more serious character that I want to play and kind of delve into it. But he is a halfling unchained rogue with a rapier, and he is he's fairly young, not too young, and he's still kind of new to the world. He's not terribly jaded yet, but he's getting there. So
do you want to explain to our audience, since we're starting out at ground zero,
yes,
what the Unchained difference is?
Yes. Okay, so in the core rule book, there is the rogue. He starts off pretty much like the 3.5 rogue, very limited in combat, but a giant skill monkey. Can do almost anything and everything. He just sucks at combat.
Okay.
The Unchained rogue in what is that? Advanced Player's Guide, Mike?
Yeah,
is that
Advanced Player's Guide? Yeah.
Yeah, so in Advanced Player's Guide, they came out with the Unchained Rogue, the Unchained Monk, and basically it made them more viable in certain aspects. Like the Unchained Rogue gets a feat for free at first level that allows them to use weapons finesse with a rapier, which lets you use dex to damage instead of strength. So as a halfling, makes it crucial that you're either unchained or you invest the points into strength, which kind of, if you're in a point buy game, it kind of sucks. Thankfully, we're not in a point buy game, but still, it's the Unchained Rogue allows a lot of leeways and makes you not so squishy.
And last but not least, James, why don't you tell us about your character?
All right. I'm going to be playing Kalmarak Ashbringer. He's a half-orc cleric. He grew up in a mountain tribe, pretty belligerent one. And he always wondered if there was more to life than just war and violence. So eventually one day, through divine fate, he saw his path set out before him, and he's been on that ever since. And now he's an older, middle-aged half-orc roaming around.
Fair enough. So the other thing that we'll also be doing here in this show is these shows are going to be broken down probably by the hour. And unlike other actual play podcasts,
we are not all in the same fucking geographic location. So we're gonna do our best for audio quality. But we'll all we can do is improve as we go.
But thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the game that I have going kind of crazy about. So that's pretty much what's super crazy actually.
And then there's the audio quality I mentioned.
Yep.
Some of us are babysitting their nieces.
Yeah, and some of them don't listen very well.
Well, I mean, LA Enchanted is a great show. Let's just be honest.
It's actually it's damn it, what is it? How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
It's the Netflix show.
Appropriate for what we're
yeah, right. Thanks. Yeah. Also, before we start, we are using the critical hit and critical fumble decks. I will be taking the hits. James will be taking the fumbles, and we are using hero points. That'll be coming up whenever they decide to, and I'll explain it again because I have a feeling I'm going to be explaining it a lot these couple episodes.
Yes.
I will also be umloing a character just to help. Hey, cool. Pour beverages in cups. Not like we're not recording a fucking podcast here, guy. Semi-professional podcasters here and pouring cups.
I was just putting one out for the homies, man.
Well, yeah. Well, now I know who to aim for.
Yeah.
All right. And now it's time. Oh, we're playing Crypt of the Everflame, the module. And I figured because that's the easiest one for me to do for everyone, and it's a lot of it's very forgiving or unforgiving depending on who. Written by Jason Bullman, and we will begin. Whatever brought you to the town of Kessin doesn't really matter. You're here. It is the third going into the fourth. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate you biting my goddamn arm. Semi-professional.
Having their dogs
Yeah, he's like
shit.
be full professional, bitch.
Yeah.
For those just joining, Mike has a dog named Pete, whom he loves very much, but he's a baby. It's Alaska Malamute, right?
Yeah, he's an Alaska Malamute.
Yeah, so he has a dire wolf. It just wrecks his shop all day long, every day.
It is the 4th of the month of Neth. The winter winds are blowing, and the wolves are beginning to hunt at night. Whether you fell asleep in a tavern, a bar, the street, a whorehouse, or in a bed that you own, you fell asleep that night. And darkness, as always, comes with sleep. Amara, in your sleep, you have dreams. Everyone has dreams. Your dream is very particular, though, this night. In the darkness, you see a set of green, glowing points. Maybe eyes, maybe gems, but you hear a voice. Amara, you are full of rage and potential. They did not appreciate your gifts. I do. The blood that flows through your veins is blessed, and I will help shape it. I will help show you the path. Roll a wisdom save.
What?
Okay,
Roll save.
So you gotta explain saves to her, bud.
Yeah.
There should be on your...
I am a baby, so for anyone out there, I played one other test for this podcast, so I don't know shit.
There should be on your sheet Fortitude, Reflex, and Will save.
Yes.
Roll a d20 and add what it says for Will.
Did you need her to roll in the chat, bud?
No, you're right there. I trust you.
10
She's a 10.
plus my reef. By my will, right?
Mm-hmm.
2. 12.
You feel a wave of power would be the best way to describe it. The hair on your arm stand up. You get goose pimples. Like when you go into someplace scary and you know something creepy is about to happen, that's what you feel. You also realize you're not asleep. That voice is coming from inside of your room. You will know. You will know how to focus your rage. The rage of Kathek. Your predecessor, your sire. I will show you Kathek. And I will help you. But first, you must help me. Find the one that wears the mask, and he will help you. He will show you to me. You feel the presence leave the room, and now you're awake. What do you do?
Just go with your gut, hun. But you're Amara.
I know, I am Amara. Trying to word myself correctly.
In your own time. It's not like we're recording. It's okay.
You're in a dark room.
I'm in a dark room.
Dark room. and a fucking night sister or something.
Something creepy that's in my room trying to probably rape me.
Rape? He just chose you or some shit.
Oh, all I did was talk to you. Hold on.
That's how it all starts.
No, right? You can try and calm me down as much as you can, honey, but you can't, like...
I can only turn the mic volume down so much, honey. Just tell him what you're gonna do.
I guess she's gonna go try and find someone to decipher the fuck just happened or what was said to her.
Okay. So you get up, you open your door, you head down the hallway and down the stairway of the inn you were staying at. At the base of the stairs at the bar, there is a halfling. He looks like he was asleep a second ago, but you woke him up as you were coming down the steps. He looks up at you. Huh, miss? What seems to be the problem?
I heard a voice. Did you hear it?
Miss, there's no one here. It's just you and I. I mean, I hear a lot of voices every day. I mean, I do run a bar and get people really, really drunk. But, no. You said you heard a voice?
Yes, a very menacing voice. Talked about a man in a mask.
I don't know. There isn't any men wearing masks in the tavern. It's me and you and one, two other men. They are sleeping. And there's a lady, but she's she doesn't wear a mask. Did you get into the devil's lettuce tonight? And he does the you smoke symbol with his hands. You know what I'm talking about?
Do a little chooching.
Yeah,
Little chooch.
Are you? Do you need something to help you go to sleep? I got that.
No, I did not smoke anything this night.
Oh. Well, if you did, I'd have to ask you where you got it from. Do you need anything else from me?
No, that will be all.
Have a good night, miss.
To you
And
as well.
he waves to you. And as you turn around and go back to your room, I'm assuming he sits back in his chair and kind of like lays back in his it's like a stool, and he puts his feet up and heads right back to sleep. Bjorn,
Yes.
whilst you sleep in your bed in the tavern, after drinking many, many, many ales, and maybe bedding many, many women, we know how Bjorn Lightfoot gets down. You let sleep claim you as it does every night. Maybe you thrash around a little bit, get the night sweats, however it works. But when the dark comes, it comes for you all. And you hear in the back of your mind, Bjorn, I know you. I will know you. I will be with you when Morning Hills burns and the blood taints the streams you grew in. But I will be there with you to claim vengeance on those that took everything from you. The Lightfoot and the Dark Heart. I'll be waiting. He'll be waiting. Roll a Constitution check. Oh, yeah, Constitution check.
That's gonna be fortitude, right?
Fortitude. I'm sorry, I say Constitution.
All right. So I got a 15 and a 3 for a total of 18.
18.
Yep.
Okay. You have full faculties. You are fully aware and awake. If you look on the Past Forker Prime or Discord,
Yeah.
you will see I just posted a painting of a mask.
General Talkie Talkie or
No, Past Forker Prime. You should see it.
On the Pathworker channel, bud.
That's where I thought I was.
The same one
Where
where we
you
do the
roll.
rolling, just a different channel.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. 1 second. Ooh. Okay, got it.
Do you see where the eyes are?
Yes.
You have on your bed, there is the top half from the eyes up of that mask.
Okay.
Okay.
Might want to define that mask for those listening at home, Mike.
The mask is looks to be wood grained metal. It has a skeleton like nose, no mouth, sunken in cheeks. It's a stylized skull. I can put it on our I'm sure you can I'll trim it up and we can put it on the Twitter. That way when they listen they can see what we're talking about.
That's a good idea, actually.
What do you do?
So I'm still laying in bed, correct?
Yes.
So
the top half of that mask is from the eyes up or is on the foot of the bed that you sleep on.
So sorry, excuse me. So okay. So I slowly reach for my dagger underneath my pillow, and I'm going to speak to him. Or it, actually. How do you know where I'm from? How do you know about the Morning's Hill? Who are you? What do you want?
I told you I know you. I will know you, Darkheart.
I'm gonna roll a sense motive, or wait, yeah, sense motive.
Sense motive.
$20 total.
This being is telling the 100% truth to him.
So yeah, I'm shook as shit. Bjorn's gonna jump up and try to slash this fucker's face with his dagger.
Do you know where it is?
My dagger?
No, the being that is speaking to you.
You said it was at the foot of my bed, right? Just the top half of his face?
No, the mask is at the foot of your bed. The top half of the mask is at the foot of your bed.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go and slash.
It's speaking in. Okay.
I'm gonna go to slash the mask because it's a dark room and I don't have dark vision or anything like that.
Okay.
So. Shit. I rolled a 7 total.
The mask. You hit. It doesn't have armor.
You fucked that mask up, brother.
However, roll an intelligence check or knowledge arcana.
I don't have arcana, but I do have.
Do you have religion?
I have local and dungeoneering. That's it.
Okay, then roll just a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
$22 total. 18 dice and plus 4.
Okay. You will know without a shadow of a doubt that if this thing is talking to you inside of your head, you might not want to do what you think what you want to do.
All right. So instead of slashing this mask, he's gonna stand at the low ready. What have I so Bjorn's gonna decide to talk to it. What have I done to deserve this? How is it that you know so much about me, yet I don't even know your name? At least make a proper introduction so that we can know each other better.
Bjorn. As I said, I know you. I will know you. Roll a wisdom save. I will be with you when your heart breaks and your mind shatters. Roll a will save.
Fort or will?
Will.
Okay. Total of 15.
You feel the overwhelming urge to sleep.
That mask knocked you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right where you stand, you feel the urge to lay down and go to sleep.
So I, as hard as I try to fight it, I just start laying down and think it's a fever dream from the drinking.
See you soon, Bjorn. You hear that as your eyes close and the darkness retakes you. Dolores Wicket.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, dearie, up on the throne with you.
You fall asleep after a night of revelry and fun having, and maybe men, maybe women, maybe a goblin. Who knows? I don't shame. But as you sleep,
All sorts of are fine up in my nethers.
as you sleep, you see a large home on Yorkshire Island. You recognize this home. It is your ancestral home.
It
And
must
you're-
be a piece of shit then.
And you're a little girl again.
Oh, fuck.
Before you is your great aunt, Tilda.
Oh, that mother-loving cunt.
She looks down at you. Dolores! Dolores Wicket! Come here this instant!
Fine.
You go to her, and she points to a dog. The dog isn't moving. Its neck is broken. Dolores Wicket! Did you do this? Did you kill Randall?
Fucking goddamn right, I killed that little bugger wanker.
She looks down at you, and her face contorts into a weird, elongated smile. Now you will be punished, Dolores. Punished severely. And her throat opens up as if as if it was slit by a knife. You look down, and the knife is in your hands, bloody and shaking.
Fucking that's what you get, bitch.
I hate you.
Well, come off it then. Let's go.
Sorry, Pete was rampaging. I had to let him out of the office.
It's fine. I killed Randall. Might have to kill Pete too.
When the body slumps down, it rots into a twisting, decaying corpse. The smile stays. The wound is still open and fresh. Maggots roll forth. You hear in your head, Dolores. Such delectable rage.
And who the fuck are you?
I am the vessel of your rebirth. I will show you the way. I will make you know that vengeance upon Yorkshire Island is yours. Great Aunt Tilda can't hurt you anymore. You made sure of that, didn't you?
This all sounds dodgy as fuck, but alright, let's go.
Good. I'll be seeing you shortly. Make sure you look for the masks. Roll a will save.
Okay, so I do a D20, right? Is that what I do?
A d20 plus your will save modifier.
Oh shit, I rolled a 2. Motherfuck. Okay, so I go to my wisdom line, right? And I look at my
No, will.
or
It's next to your reflex, next to your
Fortitude.
So I'm using this app where I don't have those. Like I got wisdom. I don't see a fortitude line. Like what would fucking yeah, I know where it is
You
on
mean
your fucking
Constitution,
paper.
dexterity, or wisdom? Will's wisdom.
Okay, so I'd use wisdom.
Sure,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's
also get one. I think you get one for being a barbarian. Hold on.
yeah.
Well, mine should be
So-
calculated on the app. It actually says I have a -1 mod on wisdom.
Okay, then you have a -1.
So I rolled a 2, but it's really a 1.
You
Yep,
suck.
Yeah.
that would be what you did, sir.
We're gonna
Um,
put my biscuits on this game. Let's go.
You feel the urge to rest take over you.
I mean, oh fuck! I just killed my fucking aunt Tilda. Hated her guts, but maybe it's my time of the month, so I'm gonna come the fuck out.
Damn it. Oh my god. All right. That's
Jesus.
fucking Jesus Christ. Kalmarak. I'm saying that correct, right?
Yes.
Kalmarak. You sleep as you normally do after doing your devotional to your goddess. I also, before we get any further, what goddess did you choose?
I chose Feronia. She is a demigoddess from the plane of fire.
When the night comes, you always do your daily devotions to Feronia to get her blessings and your spells. In doing so, you light a fire, the candlelight, whatever it is. The candle still burns in the distance, and as you sleep, you focus in on that candle as the flame gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Roll a perception check.
All right. I rolled a 9.
A 9
9 total.
total? Okay. Ashbringer. Ashbringer.
My lady, is this you?
Come closer to the flames so I may speak to you more.
Kalmarak gets up and just gets out of bed quickly and just makes his way over to that flame.
Every step you get closer to the flame, it grows more and more in height until you're right there. I see it as you place your hands next to the candle, flat palms down, sort of like in devotional stance.
Okay.
While you look into the flames, you see the raid that showed you your gifts take place again. You see the orcs charging. You see the flames billowing. You see you falling inside of the building and the building coming down, flaming around you. But there's one thing you don't remember. There is another with you. There is a cloaked, black, hooded figure directly next to you with his palm resting on your shoulder. Ashbringer, the flame-kissed, you are chosen, twice chosen. You burn with such fire of divine energy and power. I will know your power. I will feel it upon my flesh. You're fully awake. What do you do?
All will feel this power eventually. This power will come to be known, and the world will be reborn anew.
Yes. Yes, the power will be born, and you will wield it. The dark flames. You will see. You will see. Seek the one who bears the black scales. You will know her when you see her.
You were not sent by Feronia.
Whom I was sent by is of little consequence. I am here. You are chosen. Feronia guides. I embolden. The flame grows dark purple and then a pitch black. You see the dark flames. The flames which will bring about rebirth and renewal. What do you do?
And this purple flame is still going on in the room right now?
Oh, it's the flame that's speaking to you.
The flame is still speaking to me?
It's black now.
Okay. I don't know what to do at this point anymore. I don't think Kalmarak knows what to do at this point. What is it you are asking of me?
I am but asking to stay the path, Kalmarak Ashbringer. You will know when you stray from it.
I will not stray from the path.
Good. You have my blessing. The dark flame slowly shrinks down, down, until it's but a small wisp of flame on the candle wick. And then it goes out. Smoke comes off the candle. What do you do?
Kalmarak takes the candle, brings it to the nearest desk, lights it up, and then searches for this tattered, burnt old book that he opens up and just begins scribbling in and writing down what just happened. And he spends quite some time doing that.
Okay. As you scribble away into the night, picture the camera zooming off of Kalmarak's shoulder, back out of the tavern, back out of the town of Kessin, back into the woods, fast. Think like Army of Darkness fast, how it's like traveling into a stone structure. In the stone structure, it zooms into a single room, warded with ancient glyphs of energy glowing and pulsating of different colors and different variances of light. Inside the room is a figure tied to a chair, gagged and bound, his fingers crossed over each other, wrapped in wire. He has a blindfold on, and his head's also covered with a sack. There's a voice in the room. Do it again, or suffer the consequences. The figure snaps. The hood comes off, and you see an elven man with green eyes and white hair. His features are high elven, maybe descended from some sort of nobility. The gag evaporates. The hands become free. He looks. Kalnasalor. And his fingers pulse. There's a bright light. Again. Kalnasalor. The light goes brighter. Again, or you will be punished. A single tear rolls from his eye. Kalnasalor. And the light pulses once more, to no avail. Very well, the man says. Punishment it is. On the knock, 3 orcs, full-blooded, full-tusked orcs come in, wrapping their hands with wraps. Again? Yes, again. As you wish. They all start walking towards the man in the chair, who looks up. No, no more. Please. If I had more time, I could do it. The other man looks back behind a masked face. We've given you enough time. Your time is over. We will find another. A soft thud, followed by another and another, as orcish fists strike elven flesh. As the blood trickles from his mouth, his eyes go red. Kelnasaor! And flash. A wave emanates from his hands. As it hits the first orc, it evaporates his flesh, leaving only bone. The second orc is liquidized. The third, frozen solid. As the wave hits the masked man, you see his eyes from behind the mask. They get wide. And just before the wave hits, we've done it. And he is vaporized. The elven man is free. He stands from his bonds, ragged and hurt, spits a couple spits of blood, limps over, grabs the mask, which is broken at the top. I guess I'll keep this for my collection. Puts it in a bag next to the table where the man in the cloak and mask were standing. Grabs a book, flips through it. This will be the start. And he walks into the night towards Kessin. We begin our story on the first bell on the 4th of Neth. Bang, bang, bang. You hear the church bells. Some sort of celebration is going on.
Mm-hmm.
You hear glasses clanking downstairs in the tavern. What do you do?
Is this for anybody
Yeah,
or
like
for?
what the
This
fuck
is
is
for
that? Like,
everyone. This is open now to everyone.
are we all in the same fucking tavern now?
You might be.
Well, as Dolores, who may or may not be in this tavern and had like a freaky prophetic vision or something, she heard these bells and she pulls her head up from, I guess, the bar because she fell asleep there, and she says, "Right. Well, I hope they're celebrating getting new fucking bells, because they sound like arse."
A halfling man looks up at you and goes, Miss,
Yeah.
do you not know what today is?
Well, I assume it's a day. I ain't dead, ain't I?
It's Miss, it's today. It's the day where we have to go to Kessen's tomb and retrieve the Everflame and bring it back to protect us further from the winter.
Maybe you have to go to fucking tomb and retrieve some kind of flame to do the day.
Well, I mean, I won't, but someone will.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It is tradition. When they get back, there's a great celebration and a feast and many, many drinks.
What? You say drinks?
Yes,
I'm fucking
many.
there. All right, little short stuff. Go fill up this fucking tankard. I guess I have. and point. I can't fucking do it. And point me in the direction where there is more alcoholic beverages to be consumed.
As you wish, miss. And he grabs your tankard and fills it up halfway and hands it to you and goes, the drinks will be after the heroes return with the Everflame to protect us. You do know that, right?
Oh,
That's what I just said. It's a tradition, miss. I mean...
Well, it's a fucking stupid tradition.
Bjorn, hearing this noxious cow talking to his fellow kin in such a way.
Yeah, Dex.
All right, miss. It's a local tradition. Why don't you either pay for the drink, or we can go and get the Everflame, and then we can drink together, and maybe a cup in your mouth will shut you up.
What are you, his fucking sponsor, you little tiny-footed freak?
Tiny, yes, but my feet are large and hairy.
Well, that's also fucking disgusting.
You're one to talk with that filthy ass mouth of yours.
At least I'm not ashamed of it.
I'm neither ashamed.
She just chugs the tankard. It's fucking gone. She throws it back
She's an
behind the
alcoholic.
ball.
Excuse me. Miss and sir, I don't want any trouble in my bar. And he reveals the pistol in his hand.
Yes.
Well, fuck me. This escalated fucking quickly. I just wanted a drink.
No,
now fucking
miss.
people are pulling guns on me.
Miss,
and you got people
miss.
defending you. This is a bunch of bullshit.
No escalation. I just want to say there will be no shenanigans in my bar. And he puts the pistol away. Now, brother. He grabs a tankard, fills it up, puts it down, and pushes it towards Bjorn. That one's on the house.
Some fucking racial profiling up in here.
Thanks, my friend. And I'm going to buy this belligerent lady a drink to shut her up some more. And I buy her a drink.
Very well, sir. Grabs the tankard that Dolores was using, fills it up all the way, puts it down and pushes it to her. I also have very large feet.
Well, I'm not fucking psychic. I'm not looking at your feet all day. But thank you kindly. What was your name again?
Thomas.
No, not you. The other one who bought me the drink.
My name is Bjorn Lightfoot.
Oh, thank you, Lightfooty, for the drink. Maybe your kind ain't all bad. Cheers!
Cheers. I slowly work my way back to my table in the hopes that no more trouble from this crazy woman.
Amara, roll a perception check.
Perception check.
Yes.
I don't know how to do that.
Roll a d20 and add your perception skill
Where
to
my
it.
D20 at, bitch?
It's fucking
I don't know.
over
Ask
here.
Tim.
Jesus Christ.
That's why she said bitch.
Oh, true. That's true.
So I add what to it?
Your perception skill.
Perception skill.
Yes.
So 21?
You hear a lot of ruckus going on downstairs. You hear a very shrill voice. And you also hear tankers clanking and the voice you recognize from last night you hear as well. The one who lets you know that no one was in the room. What do you do?
I go downstairs to all the commotion and start talking to the tavern people, folk, whatever you call them, to see if anybody else can tell me more about the men in the mask.
Mies, we spoke yesterday. I don't know. I don't know any men in no masks. I mean bandits, maybe? A bandit? Maybe we should ask someone else, perhaps? Would you like a drink?
Yes, a drink, please. Strong.
So DM, we are assuming that we're all in the same fucking inn bar place, right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, cool.
There's only one tavern in this entire town. It's a very small hamlet.
What would I roll to determine if this girl who just came down the stairs is hot or not?
What's your charisma? What's Amara's charisma?
My charisma is 13, and I get a
charisma?
plus one.
Amara's.
Oh.
My ability score is 17.
She's hot.
Okay.
So she's a +3.
Put it this way, Tim. 10 is normal.
Oh, shit. 17?
Oh, I am smoking.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Groovy.
So
She don't want you, though.
We'll see.
So
that.
Bjorn, upon hearing the mask being mentioned via his keen senses, halfling senses, starts working his way over to the bartender and the half elf as if he's going to order a new drink and to listen. Or wait, they finished their conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's just going to walk up. He had perked up hearing about the mask. Excuse me, miss. To Amara. You mentioned something about a man in a mask.
Yes.
What do you know?
I awoke last night to a voice talking about a man in a mask and a path for me. Do you know anything about this mask?
No. But I too also was awoken. But I saw a mask. And it was talking either to me or around me. And trust me, I would have known somebody was there. All I saw was a mask and heard a voice.
I didn't see a mask, but I heard a voice.
Y'all talking about hearing voices in your fucking sleep? What did it sound like? Because I heard some fucking freaky Inception shit in my... Maybe I was asleep, I don't fucking know. What did it sound like?
Deep.
It sounded
Dark.
like somebody...
Menacing. Evil.
Okay, so like the complete fucking opposite to my voice then.
Yes, but my voice also knew things that almost nobody could know. That only people who from my home would know. Did he know things about either of you?
I mean, I was just reliving the moment when I killed my great aunt Tilda. Greatest moment of my life, by the way. But, you know, I mean,
I don't really remember if he was or wasn't there. It's not like there was a dude or something there.
So neither of you saw a mask. You just heard a voice?
Well, I heard a voice, and it seemed to be coming from my great aunt Tilda, and she was like happy that I was, slicking her neck up.
That's very morbid, but
Okay. So we know nothing about the voice or the man in the mask that we're supposed to be following.
did he say anything about a location to you? Where to start?
No, he said that to look for the man in the mask. And that he would know us or know me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Would you like another drink or something? I'm here. I feel like I'm a part of the group. This is great.
Those drinks, fucking
Barkeep.
wanker.
This is great.
Barkeep, did anybody come in after hours? Like, did you see anybody sneaking around?
No. The only one who came in was the half orc. He came in late, paid for a room, and went to bed.
Was that half orc Russian?
You wouldn't know that, Tim.
Well,
Yeah.
fuck me.
Russia's
know
not
that.
really in like a fantasy world, huh?
Well, I don't know. I'm just
You're a barbarian, not psychic. Or
There are psychics, but no.
yeah.
Kalmarak, roll a perception check.
All right. That is an 8.
An 8?
Yes.
These guys are really loud. You hear everything going on downstairs.
All right.
I mean,
But
if
not
you
very-
can pick up on an 8, Jesus.
They're not very stealthy or being very considerate for the patrons, but whatever. They're adventurers.
I have a feeling he's probably been up for a little while, praying, listening to all this, and he starts to make his way downstairs now to the tavern. It sounds like everyone here has been through a similar evening. What does everyone know of this dark flame?
Dark flame.
Don't know nothing about no dark flame.
I didn't see any dark flame, but there was fire. And I saw what I hold dear burning, turn to ash, and wanting true and utter vengeance for it.
Everything will burn and come to ash eventually. There is no point searching for vengeance forever.
Yes, but when people deliberately destroy for no reason, then there is cause for vengeance.
This is true.
Just then, the door to the tavern bursts open. A figure comes stumbling in and collapses upon the floor. You see blood start pooling slowly underneath the body and then streaking down the floor towards the bar.
Shit, I don't have anything. Oh, damn it. I meant to pick up a...
Yeah, Kalmarak gets up and rushes towards him to see what's going on. What does he see? What's going on with this guy?
Does he roll the body over? It's face down.
Oh, it's face down? Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
didn't hear
Rolls
that.
the body over. Do you want me to roll a heal check?
Did you roll a heal check, James?
Oh, I was asking if you wanted me to.
Yeah,
I
sure.
didn't know if there was a yes or no. Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I rolled a 9.
Children.
Yeah, you grab the body. It's You can tell it's a slight elven man. As you roll him over, he's beat pretty bad. There's blood pulling down from his mouth. There's bruises. There's there's just it looked like a lot of blunt force trauma.
Wow. Okay. Well, Kalmarak is going to go to cast Cure Light Wounds on him, and just place his hands over him and see what he can do.
Okay. That's 1d6 plus your.
I believe it's 1d8 plus my caster level.
Okay. Roll that.
And that is 5.
5.
Not bad.
You see, you channel the flame of Verona, and your hands pulse with her light into the man's body. You see the bruises start to wilt away, the blood dissipate, the cuts and all the damage start. It looks like it's being cauterized shut by your fire, and his eyes open, his green, like piercing green eyes open. Thank you so much. Where am I?
Bjorn's gonna. Yeah,
Oh, go.
Bjorn's gonna jump up and. This man has obviously had a good night, and he grabs his tankard and comes over and hands it to him. You're in a tavern, and we're obviously going to celebrate because it's a festival of some type. And he hands the tankard to the fucked up half elf.
He's full elf.
Oh, he's full elf? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the half elf.
He grabs it. Thank you so much, and just downs it. Boom, drinking like he hasn't had anything to drink for a while. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, I'm sorry. I meant. Obviously, this is a tavern. Where am I? What town? What hamlet? What province? You know you're in Casson.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't think of the name. Casson. Well, my friend, as the good cleric would tell you, we're in Casson. Why don't we get you up? Did I get your name, James? I don't remember. Did you introduce yourself to the group?
No, I don't think he introduced himself.
The only people who had introductions was Dolores and Bjorn. Everybody else is just kind of screaming at each other and witnessing craziness.
And then,
Chaos.
Dolores thinks Amara's hot, even though she doesn't know.
It sounds like a bar. It sounds like an awesome time.
Oh, so
all right.
is it fun? What?
All right,
what the
holy man,
times?
let's help this poor help this poor man up, and let's have a drink and discuss some more.
All right, Kalmarak helps him up.
Dolores
Bjorn
is
tries
paying,
to help.
Yeah, I think I ended up doing most of the work.
Dolores is paying attention to all of this stuff. She finally puts the tankard down, and she kind of slovenly puts it down, like the tankard falls over and kind of rolls on the bar or whatever. And she turns around because she's getting interested in what's going on in this tavern.
And Amara has been silently watching.
Everyone roll a perception check.
Oh.
If you're looking at what's going on,
Okay.
roll a perception check.
How do I do that? D20,
Roll a
right?
D20 and add perception.
D20. Yeah.
D20 plus what?
Your perception skill.
What the fuck was that? I got a 6.
I got a total of a 9.
Kalmarak also rolled a 9.
Dolores rolled a 17, and what do I put that against on my stats?
It's your perception skill.
which
It's your
is
perception skill.
Wisdom.
No, just perception.
Just perception.
How come I don't
Yeah.
have a perception?
No,
I
you
have a-
don't have any.
Your
You don't have any
skills.
points in it. That's
Yeah.
Oh
it's-
yeah, I have -1. Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Shit.
So
But
You
that's
rolled a
still
16.
16 though.
when you help the man up, his bag that was draped basically haphazardly across his shoulder slips off, and Dolores, you hear 3 items hit the ground.
Okay. Do I hear anything else about those 3 items? Like
Yeah, I mean-
the sound of their things? Like
Well,
do I
well,
know
you're-
what they are?
You're looking, right?
Oh, okay. So what the fuck do I see?
One is a dagger.
Ooh.
The other is a book. It's a leather-bound tome with 3 straps and what appears to be like a sigil on the front of it.
Okay.
And the third is barely peeking out, but with a 17. With a 16, you see it looks like the cheek of an ivory mask is peeking out.
Okay. Can I do something now that I've noticed these items? Do I need to
You can-
roll or something?
No, what do you want to do?
Oh, I want to. Dolores sees these and she yells, "Dibs on the knife!" And she grabs the knife and then also stabs it into the book, picking it up. And like she has them.
No, you're not going to. No, you're going to have to roll a sleight of hand check for that. I didn't know you were
Okay.
going for his book.
Oh, okay. What stat do I roll against on that?
It's a sleight of hand skill. It's a skill check.
So somewhere in my skills. Oh, I do have sleight of hand. Okay. D20 again.
Yes.
Okay.
Always a d20 unless it's a damage roll. That's how you have to remember it.
Okay. So I get a 13, and I have sleight of hand +2,
15.
so that's 15.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
GM's rolling against me. I assume, or are you checking?
I'm rolling against you. I just got to find his sheet.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
I mean, honestly, I think Bjorn's just out of spite is gonna snatch the book up first.
Oh,
Okay, so you're gonna
I guess
You're
Bjorn's
gonna
gonna
do
make a
a-
play for the book.
you're gonna do a sleight of hand check as well. Then
Yeah, just out of spite because Dolores is kind of a bitch.
it's fine.
What's your modifier in that?
9,
Shit.
17.
Oh, motherfucker.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Oh, yeah.
As the bag hits the ground, Dolores rolls and tumbles, grabs a hold of the dagger,
Mhm.
but in doing so, Bjorn rushes, kind of shoulder checks her out of the way, grabs the book, and as they roll up, they're faced with, in his right hand, a rapier is pulled, pointing at Bjorn, and in his offhand, there is a green globule of energy.
Well, who's pulling this? The dude?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
elf.
shit. Okay.
I would humbly request my spell book back, please.
Well,
Okay.
since it's a spell book, good wizard. Wait, wizards use spell books, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. It is of no use to me. But you can't blame me for trying.
No. I've known a lot of halflings.
I kindly Bjorn kindly gives the book back.
Do you hand him the book or do you put it in the bag? Yes, it matters.
I'm going to stuff it back in the bag.
Okay. You see a half mask in the bag.
At seeing the mask, I'm going to kind of fumble around with the bag to get a better look at the mask. Would that be a sleight of hand?
Mm-hmm.
All
Or
right.
stealth.
Stealth?
Probably be stealth more than sleight of hand.
Yeah, okay. Plus. Oh, darn. My modifier is only 13. 23 total.
Hold on. Let's see what happens here. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Okay.
I don't see shit.
Okay.
So you're going to fiddle around with the bag. Okay. Miss, my dagger?
What about it?
May I
He
have
wants it back, you
back?
dumb cow. And if you hadn't noticed, he's got acid hands. What are you going to do?
Minor technicality.
It's almost like he's not paying attention to Bjorn, so Bjorn can look through the bag.
Well,
It's
glowing globule guy. What's it worth to you?
Dolores is a dick.
Agreed.
I believe it would be best if you return that to its rightful owner. And like Calmerac stands up to his full 6'6", 250-pound stature.
it's more sentimental than useful.
I want to use so it's a knife, right? So here's what I'm thinking, and I don't know if it's possible or whatever, but it's so I have a skill of disable device. Would I need to do some sort of check to see if I can determine if anything's funky about the dagger?
You can roll a perception check.
I think that would be you
that
can
would be
use
trap
spellcraft
finding
as well for magic or something.
Wouldn't that be not trap?
You know what? Yes, roll a disable device.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, roll it.
Oh no, it would be appraise. My bad. Or it should be.
As far as you know, this dagger is absolutely normal.
God damn it! So I have a 9 with a +2, so that doesn't get me anywhere. Okay.
11.
Yeah.
Tim, if you do your roll 20 and then put a plus and put your modifier, it'll add it
Yeah.
how mine and
really?
Mike's were.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. Good to know. I will do that next time.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess as far as I can see, it's normal. I kind of finger it around in my fingers a little bit, just kind of at that point in the standoff where it's oh, they're really pissed off. I'm just gonna push a little bit more, and then I hand the dagger back.
Thank you, madam. I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of your names. We've been too busy almost attacking each other and slaughtering us in this good man's establishment.
He's fine with it. My name's Dolores Wicket. What the fuck was yours again?
Oh, excuse me. My name is Kal Rel Nor. It is an absolute pleasure and honor to meet you all. and his eyes lock onto Amara. I'm sorry, miss. We weren't properly introduced.
My name's Amara Kingsley.
Amara Kingsley. I am Karel Noor. And he takes his right hand in a fist and kind of touches his left shoulder like a salute almost. Does anybody have knowledge nobility?
No.
Not now. No.
Okay.
So a question on that front, because I am using an app. I have it in my list of skills, but it's just a +0. Is that even a thing?
It's
It's
yeah,
just
you
zero.
can't. It's just zero.
Yeah, if you don't have a rank in it, it's just untrained and you can't
It's
use
untrained.
Okay. So I don't check.
Okay. No, it's fine. That's perfect. And I'm sorry, sir. What? Looking at Kamar. What is your name? Thank you for helping me. I wish I could give you something in return.
My name is Kalmorak Ashbringer. And do not worry, there is nothing you need to do for me. You will play your part.
In Orcish, my appreciation is as vast as the mountain.
And Kalmarak is just kind of like a little taken aback, not expecting an elf to speak to him in Orcish, and especially in such a respectful manner. And so he just sort of bows his head a little bit.
Looking down at Brock or at Bjorn. May I have my bag, Sir Halfling?
Of course, good wizard. Or you said your name was Ka?
Yes, Karel Noor.
It's nice to meet you. Hopefully you're feeling better after the drink and the healing, as he hands the bag back to Ka.
Thank you. He secures it, makes sure the book's in, slings it back over his side, sheaths his rapier, and opens his hand, and the acid is dispersed. And with that, we will take our first break.
Sweet.
Whee!
All right, awesome.
Thank you for listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast. You can find our podcast at www.dynamicworksproductions.com. Feel free to email us at dynamicworks@mac.com.
This is Dominic Armato, the voice of Guybrush Threepwood, and you're listening to a Dynamic Works production podcast.
The Citadel, Arrival, is the first installment in a series of epic science fiction short stories reminiscent of the Pulp Fiction style. It's a fast-paced story that will take you through twists and turns that you will not expect, until they are thrust upon you with all the force, excitement, and chaos of a plasma cannon blast. The story follows Katarl, a nobody cog in the working wheels of a futuristic society run completely by Megacorp, a corporation that carefully runs and manages the lives of the people living under its sphere of power. On one of Katarl's few and far between days off from work, an outing he had hoped would be fun and relaxing turns into an explosive adventure that drags him kicking and screaming into situations and challenges that will make him question every aspect of his life. Watch this colorful tapestry unfurl as Katarl and his newfound allies find their way through this classic, yet oddly surprising tale of good and evil, where nothing is quite what it appears to be. That's The Citadel, Arrival by author Tim K.A. Trotter, available right now on Amazon Kindle Store and iTunes iBookstore for only $2.99.